sign their troubled teens up for this wilderness group that they thought would turn them into better kids. And in reality, they were being abused and starved. And eventually, one of the kids ends up dying, but that doesn't stop the camp from continuing.
Yep. I went to a place like that. It was called Eagle Quest. I'm on the front page of the website, right there. Before they took it down. It was called Skyline before, but after the death of Ian August, they decided to shut Skyline down and open it up under Eagle Quest. And they've had multiple lawsuits, and they had to shut that down. But now, I believe they're open under another name called Distant Drums. This shit's real, bro, and they were fucking starving kids. We had to catch our own food. Like, no joke. People think I'm lying about that shit. People thought I was lying for years. We eat dead birds and pack rats and shit off the ground. No joke, man. They did not give us shitty food every day. In fact, they didn't give us any food at all. We had to catch and hunt and gather all of our own food on top of hiking around 10 to 15 miles every day over mountains with gear on your back while not eating most of the time, because usually you get lazy quick, you're not going to eat. A lot of times they'll put you out by yourself. They'd only bring us in together when it was on the weekends, and they'd have a therapist come and they'd take pictures of us, and yeah, they would use the pictures to send them home to our parents and give them fake progress reports on us, basically. And like I said, we were starving out there. We were picking up, I was eating dead birds, dead rabbits, dead rats, just shit I'd find. Dead crows, worms, bugs, grasshopper, just any kind of bug. Anything I could find with some sort of sustenance. I don't even know if that's the right word, but I think it is. By the time I got out of there, I weighed 98 pounds at 13 years old. I stayed for longer than anyone had ever stayed there. And it was because I refused to do any of the work, and that don't fly. And I refused to do any of the work for 60 days until eventually they just scholarshiped me and kept me for, they don't tell you when they're going to let you out. They keep you for an indefinite amount of time. I was one of the kids that stayed for 76 days. I stayed for 198. I almost died several times in that program. Most specifically, we had come together because of a snowstorm, and our shelter collapsed on top of me and two of the kids, and we had a giant pile of snow on top of us to the point where we couldn't move. It snowed like it was so much. I don't even know how deep it was because I was under a tarp. And because we had our backpacks right above our heads, we had a little air pocket right here just for our head. And the staff were taking turns going outside and digging us out before our hands would freeze, and we were probably under there for a good 30 minutes. And by the time we got out, there was nothing to do. We couldn't start a fire. We had no wood. So we just had to sleep in our soaking wet sleeping bags through the night. And I got frostbite on my toes. And yeah, it wasn't a fun experience. I can't stress enough how horrible it is that these places exist. And it makes me happy that something's being said about it, because like, kids are really dying in these places. They really are torturing these kids. Nobody fucking believed me for years. I remember on day 100, I set all my clothes and everything I had on fire. So I was just butt naked and it was freezing outside. And I was like, y'all gonna have to give me new stuff. I just did. Out of rebellion. And they gave me flip-flops and basketball shorts. No joke. I had to hike every day in basketball shorts and flip-flops, and I made a makeshift robe kind of deal out of my wool blanket that they gave us in the beginning. And that's what I hiked 15 miles a day in. Nobody wants to say some of the staff weren't such bad people, but another part of me thinks that's Stockholm Syndrome. And they wouldn't tell you their real name. They go by Earth names. Yep. That's sketchy already, ain't it? Like, how about Red Feather, the owner of the program? Real name Mark Wardle. Lee Wardle, his dad, son of Brown Duck. Yeah, excuse my language, but I learned, man. I learned these people's names. I was there a long time. I was there 198 days. Y'all extended me because you didn't want me to leave. Because I had a heart condition and you were worried that you were going to get sued. How about Playful Ermine? How about Mountain Lion? How about Black Hawk? Black Badger? Christie? You were like actually kind of my friend. You actually kind of helped me out. But you were still a part of the abuse, so I can't mess with you. All these people are listed online. People have been documenting this stuff for years, and these people have never been held accountable. Literally, as of right now, doing research for more information on distant drums. I looked it up, and the Wardle family has finally been arrested. I don't know about the whole I know Lee was arrested, and I know Mark was arrested. Their Earth names were Son of Brown Duck and Red Feather. Red Feather ran the thing. That was Mark Wardle. The Wardle family, I got to know them very well, and they will absolutely recognize me, and they will absolutely know who I am. I just want to make a part 2.